I spoke to Taryn. She said Chelsea's my dream partner. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, so many different reasons. For one, I do feel like we're two peas in a pod.
Okay.
We have very similar looks and personalities, and she is also the hot mess.
Right.
We're both hot messes. And then it's kind of strange because I came up after her, and I didn't mean to, but I've done all the same things that she's done.
Which is?
Like a stunt woman thing. Everything.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yes. So now I kind of look to her for guidance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where have you stunted?
In Canada.
Okay.
So I've done.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah.
Is he Canadian?
No. My God, Matt is like American through and through.
As they come. That's what I was saying. I was going to
yeah.
be shocked. Usually Canadians are very sweet, like yourself.
Yeah, he's not.
Right. That's why I was like,
He being
I was about
my
to,
husband, Matt Cardona.
We're talking about Matt Cardona, the
Yeah.
very handsome Matt Cardona, who we informed him that there was no food at the Starbucks. Sorry, Starbucks, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gave him the bad news.
Yeah.
We're like, dude, we
Ooh.
got to get out of this line.
Ooh.
So anyhow, you are Canadian.
I'm Canadian.
From which province?
Well, I'm from the west coast of Canada, from BC, from Vancouver Island.
Okay. Are you familiar with Kelowna?
Yeah, of course.
You say of course.
Of course.
Taryn might do a Spartan race there this year. There's at the big mountain. You should come. Maybe you
Really?
could join us.
I could trail behind her. Like, Taryn, help me. That'll be me.
Okay, so what were you stunting for in Canada?
So I did, let me think, 2 TV shows and 2 movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Stuff
and
we've
then I
heard
moved
of
here.
or not?
It depends, because it's Canadian. So there's a superhero show called Winona Earp.
Okay.
And that's a pretty big CW show.
Okay.
So I stunt doubled for the lead on Winona Earp, and then I think it's a Canadian show called Tin Star.
Okay.
And then the movies are just low budget Canadian movies, but it's fun.
Tell us the go-to order at Timmy's.
Oh, I mean, I think everyone would say a double-double.
No, your go-to.
Yeah, but I think everyone would say a double-double, including me.
So
everyone.
So you're very basic when it comes to
that. Well, that's what you have to get when you go to Tim Hortons.
Okay.
You're not. This isn't Starbucks. You don't try to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
You get a double-double, and you're happy.
Right.
Because you're a Canadian.
Exactly. So something else that is clearly very important to you is the lash game. Can we talk about the lash game?
Thank you very much. I don't know if you want to zoom in or if you want me to just. Very, very important. No look is finished without lashes.
Right.
Just so you know.
Right.
I think you understand that, judging from the way you're staring blankly at me.
No, I thought of another question, and sometimes I can't think and talk at the same time.
Yes, I understand that.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
We're just going to get real, Chelsea.
Yeah.
We're going to get fucking real.
Yeah.
We can curse here, too.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I fucking love that.
So you're in a match lasts however it lasts. You go backstage,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, right?
Yeah.
Here, you got to be on for a few hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have any pre-con warm-ups you do to be like, okay, we got to be on we got to be happy?
Okay, well, speaking of double-doubles, I actually lied because I don't drink coffee. So my pre-con ritual would be the biggest coffee you can get.
Is that what you just did?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you get?
I actually just say to Matt, get me a giant coffee. I don't really know. I usually ask for almond milk and a lot of sugar.
Okay.
A lot of sugar because I'm not a coffee drinker.
So
That's my pre-con ritual. And then if you were asking me about a show, it would either be a really large coffee or a really small Red Bull and some Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I would say if you ask a lot of the girls, they usually would say some sort of Sour Patch Kids or some sort of sweet that you can just quickly ingest before you go out and get buzzed.
Okay, I want to talk about you, but I can't help but notice Matt over there standing there.
Yep.
What did you first notice the amazing
spray tan?
boobs, the arms, the beard? You know what I mean? Which jumped out at you first?
Well, I will say that he had a leather jacket on when we first met.
Okay.
When I went to the Terrible Sushi restaurant, he had a leather jacket on.
Is this like a famous story that people know,
Yeah,
the Terrible Sushi?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and we tell it all the time, and we said it in our vows, the Terrible Sushi restaurant. So it was probably the beard, because everything else was covered up.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife brought up my horrible farting in our vows, and so that's how I knew she was the one for me. She was like,
Yes.
I'll even deal with that.
I will deal with that too.
You have to. If you're going to marry
Yeah.
a dude, a real dude.
Yeah. I don't enjoy it, but I will deal with it. I will deal with it.
Right. Are you, we all know he's got a very busy weekend. Are you wrestling this weekend?
Yes, I am equally as busy. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Matt, you're so busy." Look, here we go. Here we go. I knew he would get all annoyed.
I'm very busy. She's just as busy, but I'm running this show, okay? I'm your vendor. I'm your boss today, okay? I pay for your table. When you look at our graphic on the WrestleCon website, it says, brought to you by what? Major Wrestling for a Podcast. Brian Myers is also your boss today, so he can boss you around. All right, we're your boss today, okay?
You're on the payroll today.
You're on payroll.
You're on the payroll,
okay?
so.
Look at this. Look at this nice spread here. Look at this.
Does he do
Look
that?
at this
Wait,
banner.
hang on.
Dylan, go
Hang
get
on.
me,
Do you also do
charcuterie
that
board
when
or
you
something.
when you like buy anything? Do you go, hey, I paid for this? Or
No,
like,
I don't ever do that. I would never do that.
He literally just did it.
Okay,
the other day.
well, if you really want to get into this live on, I don't even know where this is going, but you've lived in Florida, Orlando for 5 years. You're a Disney World annual pass holder at the tippy top. Have you ever bought your pass? Have you ever bought your pass? That's the last thing we're gonna ask. Have you ever bought your pass?
can we talk a little Disney?
No, I gotta go, guys. Listen, I'm the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I gotta pee. I gotta eat. Maven's here. No, you called me out. You insulted me. All right, I gotta go.
Are you a big Disney gal?
I've never bought my annual pass, and that's because he's obsessed with Disney. I like Disney like a normal amount. Do you know what I mean?
But he likes it an obsessive amount.
Yes.
I have a friend named Gary, okay? And I didn't know that adult people, like adults without kids, would go all the time. I didn't know it was a thing.
You probably also didn't know that you could drink there.
No. He's talking to me about the drinking, but
Yeah, you can drink.
Like he's flown down there, I think, just to like eat breakfast.
Yeah, that's Matt too. That's definitely
Are we good,
Matt.
by the way? Okay, he's making faces, and I can't tell if it's from the action.
Probably because there was 10,000 people in here, no microphones, and they were walking in front of the camera. Very rude. Very, very rude.
Well, I think it's interesting that, I mean, Matt's a pretty bright star right now, right? Yet he felt the need to like.
No, you know why? Because I like to say this. He gets really mad. It's like everyone forgot that I was always on the indies hustling like this. Like his ass was at WWE cruising along, right? And I'm the one that was like, hey, you're now a free agent. You need to talk to Impact, NWA, Ring of Honor, AEW. So, talk about busy. I'm the busy one here.
Right.
He was like, oh, I'm only going to do GCW and Impact. And I was like, I'm going to do every show.
Now, people say this all the time. I'm sure through all of history, but this does feel like the most exciting time.
It is.
For professional wrestling.
It is. It totally is.
And why do you say that 100% without
I
hesitation?
say that because there are so many different opportunities for wrestlers. Like when I first started 8 years ago, the only place you wanted to go was WWE.
Right.
I don't care what people say. People claim they didn't, I don't want to go to WWE. No, you're lying. We wanted to go there because we were going to get paid the most. That is not the case now. First of all the companies have money that they're willing to give out to amazing performers.
Right.
And second of all, a lot of people have things like exclusive content platforms and other jobs that are just as amazing. So we have all these opportunities and enough opportunities to go around. We didn't always have that.
And do you think that's but also mainly because of the platforms? Like people. Before it was like if you weren't in some, a small venue in Ohio or Kentucky or whatever, and now almost everything you buy on YouTube, you can have your own IG channel, like all that stuff, or your own Twitch.
That's the thing. There's really so many opportunities to make money, which makes everything else such a positive experience, whatever you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
Right. So you're wrestling a lot this
weekend.
weekend.
I got sidetracked because I saw my buddy Gary over there.
Okay.
Another Gary.
Different from our friend Gary.
Different. Hi. I'm gonna come say hi to you after this. See, I couldn't not say hi. I want to introduce you to Matt too.
Okay. That's me. That Matt. Sorry. My name's also Matt.
Well, hi.
Is
Matt.
his name Matthew, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As is mine.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna let you go to work. Thank you for doing
See,
this.
this is a problem. Now,
Everybody knows
I'm
you.
sorry, but this is going to be me for the next 10 minutes.
Just hugging and waving at everybody.
Hugging and waving.
All right, I'll let you go hug and wave. Wait a minute. Do you have Chick-fil-A? Do you have some nuggets you could share with us?
No, she said no. That's Karen Jarrett not sharing her nuggets, everyone.